Dongge to je re zwan ro jen ja ma do do ja ban ja ba sur je lom bo da ver je ve che je jar be ja dong go za za do je jan je de lo na ro da ma ba ma la ju je gam bo ba pa mo zhe ba je wan zhe gong ba ga je la ma nang je da jo je da nan da na zhe ra tam je da la ma la ba la ye je zo la sun yun den jam zo nga la wan den de dong jen de be ge le zo zhen je za ba la ma ji je gu zong do je zhen la da 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 ge je la ben na ge den ba da sun jin je dong ja jin ban de bra jin je la do zo par den la me number da ba la ge je zang ya lo da me de Jim Zalek Brandon la Jal, Amazon la Zon la Jo Vajo. Ta ngaran soke Jewa Ngama Sunam Je So Jachimbo Sabwala Tine Tene Tsendala tamjir che milirimbo che top teni tara tambi chu la nyamni chi ya ke kawa zambo ndada din yo ba te ha ko ba thoni teni ta ngaran so ke chu xie ba la pin ja chimbo yo re chu nimba la pin ja chimbo yo re teni so ta nyamni che sia la pe pin ja chimbo yor ta te da thamje chik do dom de ne pa chik do dom de ta ngaran so ke kare chi go yor sina tene ta ye sim chin tham je tene zobo sanje je kompang la ngu gi yin Tengu ya ga chi da da nga ktere ngarang so ktere chu la chu xie ya da chu ni ya da nyam le ji ya da le ga de ngin zhe de yin sam ba to ni de ni nga so ke sam ba san chun jo de tuk ji bu go ni de ni nga so ke tara san chuk sam de se je ni na go ro nan si
So then we find ourselves here today based on the immense great merit that we have gathered in past lives. And due to this great merit, we now have this precious human existence, freedoms and fortunes, that we are now able to practice the sacred Dharma. And we should really see ourselves as very fortunate. And because we understand the qualities of Dharma, and whether we're teaching the Dharma, speaking about it, or whether we're listening about it, we should understand actually the great, great qualities of those activities. And then when we put it into practice, then the benefit and qualities developed through this are really quite incredible. And so now, with all that in mind, then we now think that may all sentient beings, as limitless as space, for their purpose, we will engage in this listening or teaching in order to gain the full enlightenment state of Buddhahood. And that is why we are all here. And so with this thought in mind, then, please cultivate bodhicitta. And so we will meditate here at this point for a few moments, cultivating bodhicitta.
도지치 네 가장 괜찮더니 만드네 휴야이 되네 될 효들니 바테로와 데메데 다니 딱발라이 남저제 토지 정글 우육 추지가 두섬 산지 군중오니 남섬 돌짐시 템브라조스 다 다니 딱발라이 정글 저지데 ngazo hako goyore tenan zo chekyu de takpa la ya de hako ya de Garchen bore da takpa la ya de la da ngazo jirtang sangha ka kapso nangsi takpa ramjam songo yore
Yankir.
sangha ke chunani nangsi takpa ramjam tin nandung kareresina nangwa 다 가족게 가장 제 휴바 때다 기바래 나와 라 되네 작방아 주드자 사망아 되네 딘도 탐제 여당 톡그라지 되네 다라가 저그 스누그 코리옥 탐제 되니 예담 그 증커 되니 남주 그 심진 탐지 되니 라당 라모그 란지 다 데랑 가서 그따라 답과라 답바
So thank you, and now we'll continue on from where we left off yesterday in our text. And so we are on the line where it says oneself in the pure deity yoga form, dwelling in the mind, mandala's heart center, is the Dharmakaya, the essence of all Buddhas, past, present, and future, the indestructible three Vajra natures, remaining steadfast. So we go back to this first line where it says oneself in the pure deity yoga form. And what's important for us to be clear about here in this line is the word pure. And within the teachings of the secret mantra, then we often hear that all possible appearances are the complete, pure expanse. And what this means is that all that appears is the nature of the deity. All sounds that resound are the nature of mantra. All thoughts and notions that arise are the enlightened mind of the Idam deity. And the outer environment is the mandala of the deity. And all inner beings are gods and goddesses. So here in this line, when it says pure, oneself in the pure deity yoga form, this is the meaning of pure.
Sangha tanang kelam songre. Tene ngaso sangha nyamsulindu tanang jangya de pe Garchen bare. Tanang te yobayina tene ngaso ke tsendala ya pinto chimbo yore. Tene jirtang ke dambo ngaranzo ke chilo ke koryok tang toso la tanang jangya de Garchen bare te tene soso rani ke dambo tanang jangwar sibala soso rani takpar siba de Garchen bare. Soso rani ta laya de karerisina tene nyumomba docha tang shedang tang temuk zumbole takpar siju de Garchen bare. Tene sangha de lamcher ke nyamlin ro zo chewa indu tene tata nga zo docha takpa detong tene shedang takpa sartong tene timok takpa nangtong so tene detong sartong nangtong so la tene lo jang te tene soso rani takpar si soso rani te ta andu tene ta slok koryo inare nuchu tamche la tene danang jaya te le lapo chan ro yure.
So within the secret mantra, then we speak about having pure vision. And actually, if one has pure vision, this is very beneficial in this very life. For we envision both our environment and ourselves as completely pure. And first, if you visualize yourself as completely pure, this means that we see that all of the arising thoughts, afflictions such as hatred, desire, and ignorance, we talk about in the higher vehicle to take these afflictive emotions onto the path. But then we also talk about their purity. And when we talk about the purity of desire, then desire is in the pure nature of bliss, emptiness. Hatred is the essence of clarity, emptiness. And ignorance is, I need to name,
Shedang tapa sartong.
These are both
Docha tapa detong. Timok tapa nangtong.
Nangtong. And so, again, desire is the nature of bliss, emptiness. Hatred is the nature of clarity, emptiness. And ignorance is the nature of appearance, emptiness. And if we first see this in terms of the purity of ourselves, then it is easier to see the outer purity of the outer environment and all material things.
Tene ta soso rani ke phumbo tang tene kimchi phumbo zog phumbo chowa tang duhin duzi la so ba tamje hla ke ranji cha de yobare tene soso ke kam la de mek tang na wa ta na la so be kimchi tamje yang tene hla ke ranji tendra cha de yore cha de yobate ma so ke ran thu go ke yore te ran thu ba la ta nga ran so ke te la nyam ni chi ne tene ran thu ba chi chi go yore ten ta khasang gong ne ma so jin ran gom dang jung ze xue yo ba re tene jin ran gom ba kap su yang pe na yadang ko la ta la so ba gom ba kap su yang tene so so la nyam ra ma da sha ke yore tene nyam to so da rem chi pe na yo we nyam tang bo yo we nyam ta we chi na ta so so ke che yadang ko la in la mi pa te ne gom yo ben ne kap so tene so so la nyam kan ra che ke yore sina ta nam to de che ren ro so ma ke nyam che ke yore nam to de che ren ro song re sina nam to che ren ro so ma ma re yin ya nam to che ren ro so na wa de nyam de ka re chin sha ke yore sina ta so so ke nam to ngo hi yong ke yo ba ta re Tendu tela yonyam se te nyam te yabori gom japan ne kapsung o nga nam to cheren ro su samsan ro che yong yo ya te te yabori ma to ke te nyam te dukja mare tene oike
Ani ratu sana ratu
ratu sina hakoyo
Hako ngosenche
ngusimba orida.
And so first we look at one's own body, the body that is in the nature of the aggregates, elements, sense sources. And we look at the aggregates of the body, such as form and perception, karmic formation. And these things, the aggregates of one's own body, are actually the nature of the deity. And one's own sense sources, such as the eyes and nose and ears, are also the nature of the deity. And this is something that we'll come to realize, to recognize. This is something also at the time of the creation stage practice, at the time when we're meditating on the deity. One can first feel that one has certain experiences arising as one meditates on the deity. And some of these experiences are, for example, when there is a lot of movement in the mind. So we have really this experience of a very busy mind arising. So we're meditating on the deity, and suddenly we notice that there are more thoughts and that we feel very busy in our minds. And it feels like our thoughts have increased. Our mental activity is increasing. There's a lot of mental movement, and we think, oh, I'm here meditating on the deity, and now I have more thoughts. But actually, it's not the case that there are more thoughts. What is the case is that one has now recognized and identified all of these movements of one's own mind. So actually, it's a good sign because it shows that you're aware and identifying what is happening in your mind. So it is not considered something that is a negative thing.
네 토프냥 저요레 다 토프냥 라디카레스나 다 벨나 ngaranso chö다블 소나 chö마 치데바나 슌 첼람나 하고요 chö마 치데바 chö마 밥데바나 이게 많이 봐 chö마 잠손 쳇데바나 이게 마소게 다 셈게 맥바데 다 진람 고인 번네가스 미바데 페네 예당콜라라 소발라 때 번네가스 다 미바팅알라 네토바 미바팅알라 라멘 조토바 데니 남도라 소바케 요용와 초용와 다 마이바 데이터베지 용거요레 대양 양 마소 티캅스 다티 남도데 가레 nga tara gongune jan doge mandoe semando tanake chadolo samnote tonggo yo mari tapje ji go yo mari tene gaps ta tene gaps ko yang nyam chigri te ranjin rawo ke tes ma netba jamsona ye lame ma detba tanda yong ko te yongwa te jumsin karela thosune sina ta hi gangla yobe nyam la yamba namto nga mambo chi song san ta chu namto de ha ko yong ba namdo de ngusin yong ba oh ta te namdo ri ya sa ngusin yong be ne gaps tene choran yin ke tara choran ke mikpa tesa ke yortigan la netba tela topanyams ta tananyam jege yo yo bare.
Then there are also other experiences that can come when we are meditating on the Yidam deity. For example, we think about water. Sometimes water is streaming down like a waterfall, and sometimes water is just very still, like a still lake. And at some times we're meditating on the Yidam deity, and we are holding our visualization, and we feel completely calm, completely still. There's no movement. There are no thoughts coming into the mind. One is just abiding. And so one doesn't need to think at this time and intentionally think, am I really meditating? Is this real meditation? Am I in a good state of meditation? At this time, there's no reason to have any of these thoughts, because actually, this is just something that naturally comes. We have these different kinds of appearances, just like sometimes in our minds are busy and moving, and also sometimes naturally it will come to be that we're able to just stay completely calm, still, and pacified. And how does this ability, where does this come from? It first comes from when we do have a very busy mind and lots of thoughts arising, a lot of mental activity, that we recognize that. When we see that mental activity and we are aware of it, it is also part of the process that allows it to dissolve into this calmness and complete stillness.
Tani ta kompenyam de karin da wajris na tambo magumba de kanarin bate ngazo hakko gore. Ngazo gon ja kyorite chamcha magum bujumsin gom ma to bujumsin ke pena lama chimbo da wuji yedam jala la gomna gom thab dewana ji. Lama chimbo. Soso ke guru. Te yedam la gomna le lapoto ne gom thab dewa. Teni tangka la soba tangje la tane ta cho yedang nga yedang ko la re samne gomde te gom thab dewana ji. Yin ya gom thab sena ta te le la pon do yu bana ji. Yin ya slog re xingdong te ma ye ba nga so ke chu chu zhou bo zhou mo de so nda wo je yedang ko la gom go na mi pa te go na tene te yedang ko la pa ju ro ma ne pe ka le yo de wan ra te so gom ma ta parwa gom re de gom ma ta ba ta ra gom nyam jena re te kana lo chi un go yo re sena chora mi pa kana te na mi pa tha ring bol te na re tha nye bol te na re ring bol te ma re chen bol te na chung chung le te na thong bol te na ma bol te na chu ge yedang ka la ge ta bu rang yin te chora ge mi pa te ba jam ji te rang yin shar ta ba ta tenda chongwai na te la gompa nyam la re cherta ngarang so gom ja ya te na re le ka chama sanje ki ba tara tambe chu ke le ka na re jikting ke chawa na re chama la gom ya de karchimbo gom chawa na kare na le labo gom chana le labo memba chi hibjan di gang la jeng yo ma re magumba ina gom matho bai na teni ngaran so kare na kale khaboy re ching ni lo ching nin re na ching nin de yo mare ching nin re na ching nin de yo mare ten de tara lakpara to tara nga so gom jap ne ka so gom japa le gomba teni gomba de kale kha yo re te ta ngaran so gomba la ta che zo bolo mthun ne be chu na ya te karchim bore.
And then we have meditative experiences of feeling completely comfortable, capable, or the reverse. Sometimes we're meditating and it seems like sometimes that we're not really able to meditate on the Yidam deity very well. And this is because we're actually not habituated to it. Because we're not fully experienced to the extent that we can just sink in to this meditative experience, then at some times we're not able to meditate. When it comes to the objects of our meditation, when we have our personal Yidam deity that really resonates with us, that we feel a connection to, or a great Lama, or our own root Lama, then meditating on them is easier. When we have a tanka, an image, then it's easy to imagine the image from that tanka. But when we take other more ordinary things such as mountains and trees and our Vajra friends and so forth, this is a little bit of a different category. And so actually this is not as easy for us to visualize. But what it means to be completely comfortable, experienced, habituated to, able to just sink right into a meditation, a visualization, is that whether we are visualizing the object of our meditation, our deity, far or close, or big or small, or high or low, we meditate on the pure appearance. We hold that in our mind, and we look to settle into that experience of holding it in our mind. And as we are doing that, this is when our meditative experiences can arise. And so again, either we find that we can sink right into that because we are completely habituated and able to meditate, or we find that we can't. But actually, whatever it is, whatever activity we do, whether it is a worldly activity or whether it's the holy Dharma, it is said that there is nothing that with repeating it over and over again and getting experience over and over and over again, there's nothing that won't become easy and won't become natural for us. And so when we talk about there is the sitting in meditation and being completely naturally able to do something, really able to just naturally, completely meditate and sink in. To meditate is easier, but to actually reach the point in an activity that it is effortless, we just sink right into it with complete ease and familiarity, that's harder. But actually more important than meditating is to gain experience again and again and again and familiarize again and again and again. Of these two, that is the more important.
Ta soso rani perna yadam la yangajar ti yadam ko la gomde teni yin tamje la yang karala gor tonchong tang soso rani yadam ko la yangajar ti ta yadam ko la yin sampa me pa song yin tamje la che tamar kin du hi song so waina te tarate la yangajar dani tapalai namjer la ya chakayo mare teni ngaran so chaja chimbe kapso rojik sungdo rojik song ya te nenga chikbar te rojik landu ngaran so zangwa ta ngimpa ni rojipa ronyamba zogo yorowa te ma do soso rani ta zambo ta yadang ko la da yi ji thomna ya yin la tamar gen du ji song ai na te chorang ma darong lo de madaba cha do ko yore madoke daba cha ko yomare te indu aso rojex dara chaja chimpene gaps teni dani daba lai namjo indu dani takpa na yinke teni shek nu da nang ju chama teni taba lai jingor data beni de me paten tana nang ko yores.
Then we have this line here in the text that says, oneself in the pure deity yoga form. And so if you are sitting in meditation and you are visualizing with stable divine pride, meditating on yourself as the deity, if you are holding the notion that that which is outside of you is ordinary, then you have then lost the complete purity. And so it would not be appropriate to visualize oneself in a pure deity form and then the outer appearances as anything but pure, but thinking of them as ordinary. In the meditation of Mahamudra, in the Mahamudra system, we speak about one taste. And one taste is beyond any notion of something as favorable or unfavorable, good or bad. It's one taste. It's all the same, great equality, one nature. And so if we are thinking of ourselves in the pure deity form, but thinking of the ordinary outside world as ordinary, then our thoughts are impure. And then, therefore, we would not be hitting the point that is made in this line, oneself in the pure deity yoga form. And so, rather than this, then we sit in the deity pride, but also we recognize the outer environment as completely pure, and all of the beings in that environment as completely pure deity form.
Tangarang stara mi patandra sartan taburan yim to sarta deva teang che ngarang so ke namto ke ba zune che mayin ba che yim ba zu da mayin de reves na maris mayin kin che yim ba zu de wa reves na te mare yim ba la yim ba ha ko a de re te yim ba jim sin ke ta tinang ke dep smbak ngo de da thuk che jingkro u yup chu ji ko la no ngarang so la chu ji ka te ta ngarang so ke kantar rikpa ranzong ke chella yo pare rikpa ranzong la na kantar sim ke chella yo pare sim ke chella la na yang sim koran lan ta ta u da do kado la so ba ganya yo mare ina tel chella la na sim ji jingkro la yo go ya te sim ji ngo xin be ne kapsu ta kantar te re la sim dong ngarang so ke ngo xi so wa na chu ji ko ran jin re 다 덴데 추지거 랑인 대ang 제 추지거 라네 바카라 바체 로로 도도로 징 요데반다고 마인바 대ang 간다 제다고 제리스나 다 되게 지마들라 the essence of 조사대고 두숨 상지 근중 어원이스 다 추지거 라야 돼 두숨 대바당 마옹바당 다다 상지 탐지게 어원이 다 티값은 알아서 속에 배나 쳐라 쳐 yapana yin sondowa chona terrain tikam 쳐 tipa jelo sani jelo nani jelo ra ko tusom ko cha cha so yamana da na hyopa cho de jelo teni ningong cho de selo gonda cho jelo na ko tusom ko cha cha so ina ti tusom ka cho de tela yorwesna tada ngaro kunzo ngo thone yore lap chore ina te choto kakala sira tanang lugba de kangi tata ti lugba de kangi teni gonda lugba de kangi ngazo choto yewa se xiang mewa ti na yin ge ngarang zu sem ge ran yin de chuji ge ran yin de la yang teni ngarang zo ge deba da ma zo ba sanji tamje je da ngo de sanji tamje ju ngo yin ba 다 데이터베이스 데네 락파르도 다랑아서 디게 렌지마 된거 남숨 메시 남숨 도르제 메시 팀브라조라도 다 대요 간단하고 리스나 남숨 라데 가레 남바솜 리스나 그 도르제 송 도르제 툭 도르제 그라이 남바솜 리스 오나 도르제 라나 가레라고 리스나 다 도르제 라인데 도르제 라야테 메식 방안수 남주테 도르제 라테 라로테 순동로와 도르제 라야테 yinke parche menupa sabran yinla dorje labre ngaran zo seng ne lo chuju ko te la kare ke parche ti to ko yomare sina nam to nyom ba tang shiju draba la so ba ke parche ti to ko yomare te la ti chane dorjes jura me ba namju nga zo takpa tang mata pa la ya takpa do te song zo ke ro ta nam to pa ro ta ya ba ta wa ten ro tara chuji ko la ya te ta nyomo ba da hiz dra ba la so ba ke drib menu ba parche menu ba ke te da ko ngo yin be sen na ta te ti chani ta dor ji som ji ngo te ne te ya tara te yong tin te so 다 산제 지거당 송다 토그란 이길 잔네 다 티캅서 시에요 바래
And then we have on the next line, dwelling in the mind mandala's heart center is the Dharmakaya. And then we have the Dharmakaya, which is the embodiment of awareness. So we have this mind, as it says, the mind mandala. So we look at what is the mind like. Can we assign a shape, or color, or a form? We cannot do that, but at the time of a direct recognition of mind's nature, one will recognize just what that essence is, just what that embodiment of awareness is, and it is the Dharmakaya. And so we wonder, what is the Dharmakaya like? Is it something that we can reach out and really touch or put form to? But here on the next line, it speaks about the essence of the Dharmakaya, which is the essence of all the Buddhas, past, present, and future. So we talk about these 3 times, the essence of 3 times, and I can give an example here using water. So for example, we're talking about the 3 times being morning, noon, and evening. And so if I pour water into my cup in the morning, and then I pour water into my cup in the afternoon, and I pour water in the cup in the evening, is it different? Well, we can ascribe a difference to the times, the water that I poured in the morning, and the water at noon, and the water in the evening. But the water of the 3 times, nature, is exactly the same. And that's what's being said here, is that the Dharmakaya nature is the same of the essence of all the Buddhas, of these 3 times, past, present, and future, the essential nature. And then further on it says, the indestructible 3 Vajra natures remaining steadfast. And so the 3 Vajra natures are a Vajra body, Vajra speech, and Vajra mind. And When we first apply this first word, Vajra, before body, speech, and mind, we think about what is the meaning of a Vajra. A Vajra is solid, impenetrable. There is nothing that can bring any harm to it whatsoever. It is constant, unchanging nature. And so when we talk about Vajra mind, so Vajra mind is a mind that neither the afflictive obscurations nor the cognitive obscurations can touch. And we talk about these concepts of permanent and impermanent. And when we talk about the Dharmakaya nature is a nature that these two obscurations, afflictive and cognitive obscurations, have no power over. They have no way to touch them. They have no way to break through this Vajra mind nature. And so when we talk about the qualities of the Buddha, then we speak about Vajra body, Vajra speech, and Vajra mind.
다 심리 마주 징가 남당달 랑종도는 린직 집동 동담 무동 삼주 열린데 무도 동담 님부 공부하자. 디난게 담보 되게 심다야 돼 간다이 바 대송고요래. 아주 자자 진보나니 두달 정도 될. 다 심라야 돼 가래를 세나 주바다 자와리스 주바다 자와 라고야 가래를 세나 라브스나 가서 주바다 마당와나 마당나 좀 가래 요르스나 지와 요래 가과 요래 지와당 가과라 되네 되네 대와당 초와 대와다 초와 동하라서바 참아 빼마 지와당 양나 되네 동하르당 차판도 주지 동하르당 되네 저로 동하라서바 다 동하게 동하테 동하서 남바서 보주마 제바 용대와당 너나 된다게 도바 토드 도바 만들어바당 문도바 짠장 종대와 다 대소 참아 마소 주바게 난또 주바왕 이왕을 쇼네 다 대소 참아 용도 그 요래 대인도 다 저랑 그 샘라야도 가래르시 다 다른 나랑 수대 시엔도 샘랍 시엔도 잠발은 임반다고 그게 자시에 뭐도
샘에
샘조 시엔도 되게 상노 샘라야도 같이 파저 진 잠발은 임바지로 요사리에서야 상노 땅고 뭐도 샘라야도 되란도 샘라야도 가서 소소로 머리를 샘리를 요러다 대 가래인 다시게 요러 대 가래르시나 다다 발동하는 속에 샘대 ngoma shiba wangke tene chunhang ki jisun raune tene kalle mambo nyangde warwa ta sem khonang ngo te tene jewa ta ngapa la so ba thamche ta trawa tia tara tela rangjung du ne lenji chibuto du ne lavyate du ne rangjung lenji te chot sai tera so ranjung du ne linji jiba layate gandar sem go ngod chiju ko ngore labrida du ye domane sart chin jor suma ma ba lakpar ta nga so ji dripa nda wo ta nyum ba ta so pa pang ne teni sem de a chiju ko jor suma na ye reves na de na maris ko sem ko korang yilong da wo ngune tene chujuko ranjin je chada yore yinlo korang semte yinlo ngone trupata jawa chada yore tene ta tela tende trupata tarsuma tela yang ya ta tambo te jona
And so we might wonder, what is this nature of mind that is spoken about? What is mind consciousness? And so we can look here at the next line where it says, mind itself is uncontrived, free from arising and ceasing. So the very nature of our mind is free of any elaborations or proliferations. And being free of elaborations, we look at that very nature as the nature that is. But what if it were not that way? What if our mind were not free from elaborations? Then there would be arising and there would be ceasing. And due to this, what would arise? Feelings would arise. Elaborations, feelings would arise, such as happiness and sadness, or suffering, or actually any of the three classifications of suffering would be present, such as the all-pervasive suffering, the suffering of suffering, and the suffering of change. Those would always be present from mind's proliferation. And so we might wonder if our own mind is in another place. What is this mind? Maybe this mind is somewhere else. And so we look to this next line. It is the self-arising, primordial, co-emergent essence. And so actually, each one of us has this mind's nature. It is present with us. But until we know it, until we have directly met with it and perceived it, we go about in a way of confused appearances. And this is because there is this mind, then because of these confused appearances, there is arising and ceasing. But when we recognize the nature of the mind, well, first we wonder. We see the nature of mind and we say then we see the Dharmadhatu, we see the Dharmakaya. Is it because we are now creating something that wasn't there before? And it says, it is the self-arising, primordial, co-emergent essence. Is this something that we create, that now something that arises due to our recognition, our practice? No, actually, that is not the case. The Dharmakaya is something that has been there from the very beginning. The mind nature of Dharmakaya has primordially been our nature. It's not that we remove the afflictions and turn it into the Dharmakaya. It's always been that way. Our nature itself, and its very essential nature, is completely free of any elaboration.
다 동담 마동 삼주 열린데 마도 동담 님보 공버자스 디 값서 ngazo chaja chimbo나네 고미 송도 대단한 돈 찍바리 ngazo 생근내로 나오때 가래리 세나 아텔라 동바 세네체 장부차당 마동바 진에 님베차 Tandake Samjuk Yolande Baris Semte. Tate Yambala, Tene Yimbate, Yimbatarto, Tangaransuke, Gongo Yure. Gong Benegapsoya, Takandano Gongorisno, Tarate, Moto Tondam Nimbos, Motoba Layate, Tangaranso, Dorna Koandina Namdo Wonder Shorne, the name Koandina La Deba. Chuku Dorjin Changchi Nizon de Tataba de Sang Jesimbe Da Deba Sanje Tamje Dang, the Narang Sunila, Dambuni. Chepar yu ba revesina chepar yu ba mare dambo ni chepar yu ba mare te ngaran so namdo ko wang de cherte tini ta ko la la de ba ta ko na ba na ta namdo de la drone tini ko an de la tharsunga ti chepar samre te inde ta ngaran so la yang ti namdo de la drone ke ko kap de yu ba drone ko kap de yu ba zamaze Tilam lam bebo keta kawata din songa ketena tara tutu kawa zambore ti kawa zambo tela ta ngarang choke ta chojogulo chirtang ke soso ke che khang dam wambo ta tene samno chojogulo mabala so bala tine ta chu drupakap so ya druptang ndamra tabla mambo yo barite ta ngaran sutara mato tondani bo gombarsa se ta tinga la nga choke ka che tap tap ke ta bezor je ji tabayna tene beba don yo ba cha ke bare.
And then in the next line it says, transcending the realm of thought and word, such as emptiness and not emptiness. Meditate on this, the non-conceptual essence of ultimate reality. And so transcending this realm of thought, meaning entering into a non-conceptual experience. And this points to the practice of Mahamudra, for example. But here we have beyond the words, beyond being able to point it out as something as emptiness or not emptiness. But that which we do bring into our meditation that is essential is we work with our very own essence, that which is, in a non-conceptual, conceptual state. We take our actual state, which is this open state of non-conception, non-referential point. Usually, basically, we are following our feelings and committing actions based on falling sway or under the power of afflictions, negative emotions, and for that reason we find ourselves lost in samsara. But then we think, were the Dharmakaya, Vajradhara, and all the past Buddhas, were they any different than we are? But actually, no, there is no difference between us and all of the Buddhas. The difference is that we follow the thoughts and emotions that arise, and therefore we're lost, confused by our own mistaken notions. We find ourselves in samsara. But there is a way to be liberated, to be free from this. And actually, we should really understand that we are endowed with great fortune. We are so fortunate because we have the opportunity that based on our interests, proclivities, and capabilities, that there are so many different dharmas that we can put into practice. And if we strive with intense interest to these practices, there is liberation. And so so as it says in this line, meditate on this, the non-conceptual essence of ultimate reality.
Unconsciousness. Then our son of Corsiparwa, Jiang, Dinyami, but Soyami ba. Then I am married. Chertang around soke going to Sojadu, Malam Tampardo, Deni Ni Tang, Tarati, Tachetang as on Chawatang, Chawa Chuka, Lavender, Chua Chuka, Deni Sepa Tang, Deni Nawalam Chevala Sobake, Tenda Yori, Te Yoga Bijumsin, Te Nasoke, Tam. Pardo lam nayang ko malana yinchiri trowa lan trowa ha mao bakapje netang chiri tene chewa kapso yang ngarang so che ta chuga la goya te ta chewa ta ni la khoba kapso ngaso ke che nam to ra pa ra wote ra pha mi su chane ta da je cha ge yore tene ya ni se yom ne kapso ta ngaso ke sipe pak cha yo yong gore te chen rusina Yani Sevata, Nawa Sharyungre, Nawa Telatine, Teni Shimba, Jung Yorova, Telatine Yang Koala Yanse, Karzan Koala Tendachin Tur, Perna, Tashua, Koran Lagoma, the Tambo, Malamji, Teni Tarangasoke, Ni Ji, Nitok Kapji, Teni Malam, Nitok, Malam Tanteni, Shoba, Ni Sayang by Yora Sepe. Ti got the Teletin, Kazang at some koala and Rajin Torsumari. Malanatine, Malayan Bango Mashi, Teni Nila Yor, Nila Horoa, Teni Shobaya Ni saying the Nawa here, Nawa Teletina Yang, Zimbasho, Tandachi Bari. In a dati, the sopa, my Chazogolapa, Tayag Chider in a re, Pam me by Young Bichi. Telling Arjan Soketa, Malanta Pardo, Tene Derniam to Salintang, Tene Nitotang, Tarate Chuga, Nyams, Derniam Salintang, Tene Nawatang, Yadam Kala, Subasan, and Nyamslintang Yore. Then do Taratik up some Matola, the Chiang, Triamepa, Na Tome, Dawji, then Dawola Koyomari. Then not in Nasogum, Corsa to shore. Corsa, the Corsa Lavendo, the Gom Japanese, the new Simbal, Corson, Langa, Norsumari, Kandar. They induce Chetang around to take up Karelarsina. Sala Topa Mepa, De la Shimba Mepa, Nanga Rangimiba. Sala Topa Meba. Ko, around so Ni Losuma Taiwatang, she Wahu Sholan Chohako. Unconsciousness. Tinahi Mari, Matopalaya, Tinandu, the Tinahi, Mayim Serna, Sala, or Sarbo Imbala. Young Sarbo Imba Zamji, Masola, Toba Yora, and oh, Tena the Jando, Sarbo Imbajun, Sarbo Im, Tijin, Lamsan, Zimbat, and Deva Yavando, Tetawaya Mayimba. Teneyan cause Saling the Wajimbala, Satin the Wajimbala. Teneti Jilake Hinda made the Waji Reves not there, Mayamba, De la Shimba, Deva Karanji. There, Deva Karanji. Masuk Deva Chimbi Ishi, Lavanda, Tartong around so numbers of Sanjendo, the Deva Chimbi Ishi, the Monocharo. Tarang around sola, Deva Chunga Yori, Deva Chunga Teletine, Tenete Namto and Journey, Koal and Kondo Viromato, Maso Deva Chimbo, the Sangundo Jorta Mebarwa. Matobo Gambonegaps, Dele Shimba Meba. Deva Yori, Nasola Deva, the Yumba, the Shimba Jayongoraso. te tela chakwa la ko yor kandar dewa de jewa de nyam de tela shimba jena ore tene nang la ran yi me ba yang je da shi gang la ba na yi jia na ya me ba ndawo ji tena de besen de ma yan ba ran nang ge nang jo ge na wa yin ba la tene ran yi ni ma de ba o ta ti na yin ge je nyam len ji to ba yin na tene ta cha zo lo ngarang zo je ngene ke ta nga zo ke chuke yemba jin uma chimbo la ra uma chimbo tene zopa chimbo tene chaja chimbo chimbo lamde de chimbo lamde ya de so chama ben sungdun jog sumrang yila rehe nang do sungdun jog wala da ta den de tanda tola ta dara mato dondan nimbo go marsa dikaps ta de akoko yobare.
So here it uses the term non-conceptual. And what we have to understand here is this doesn't mean a state of complete unconsciousness, a state of oblivion. So, for example, there is what is called the bardo of sleep. And it's said that in both at the bardo of sleep, then there is the bringing the experiences of Dharmakaya experience onto the path. So bringing those sleep experiences onto the path. And the bardo experience is very much like our dream-like experience. And in both of these instances, we can have experiences where can be Dharmakaya experiences, and there can be the arising of the coarse thoughts and afflictions, negative emotions, and so forth. And then we are asleep, and then we wake up in the morning. And or if we're in the time of the bardo is like a dream. And if coarse emotions then arise, and then it's like when we wake up, we see appearances again, and immediately those outer appearances attract us, and we fixate them to a way that we then ascribe some kind of attraction or aversion to them. We have an emotional reaction to them. We can fixate and cling, and then we're born. This is when we take another life. So at the time of the dreaming even, we don't know that we're dreaming, and then we wake up. So in the same way, when we're dreaming, we go to sleep at night and we fall into sleep. We don't know what happens. We're kind of in this oblivion in the nighttime, and we wake up and we see appearances again right away. We fixate to them. But actually, this is the time where we can apply the purity of our vision to these. For example, seeing things as the Yidam deity and so forth. So that, we must be very, very careful about the difference between non-conceptuality and oblivion. Because oblivion is actually like the place that we go wrong. It's like the time we slip off the right path in our meditation. Instead of non-conception, we find ourselves in a state of oblivion, of complete not knowing, like the time when we're dreaming without realizing that we're dreaming. And so we have to understand that there is a clarity aspect that needs to be employed in our conceiving or perceiving things. There needs to be a clarity aspect. But it's not a conceptual aspect, like for example, if I look at my cup here, and Khenpo had his cup, if I look at my cup here, I need to see clearly the cup, but not in a way that I have any notion to it, like fixate to it in a way that, oh, now here's my cup. So where I can clearly see it as a cup, but go no further to ascribe any further things where I am now attaching and fixating to that as a cup. So this would be the clarity. This is the clarity emptiness. So it's non-conceptual, but there is a clarity to it. And then we have also bliss, emptiness. So when we talk about bliss, emptiness, we're talking about what is called the great wisdom of bliss. There are feelings of bliss that can lead and are connected and related to some kind of attachment. We attach to them. We desire this great bliss. We desire this bliss. But when we speak about great bliss, this is not afflicted with any kinds of attachment and clinging. This is the simple great bliss, the great wisdom bliss, and this is the bliss emptiness. Then we have appearances. And appearances then are arising in a way that we regard them and see them, but we see them as not truly established. And if you can practice in this way, actually, this is a very good way to bring these both clarity, bliss, and appearances into our path of practice. And we talk about the great Mahamudra, the great Madhyamaka, the great perfection, and the great seal, Mahamudra. And what does this great mean? Great means indivisible union, such as we have just been talking about, the union of clarity emptiness, bliss emptiness, and appearance emptiness. Oh, and then it also, so then reading on in the text, then it says, meditate on this non-conceptual essence, ultimate reality.
Tenzin kwanki teni chapa dangwa la soba tenda chine teni nga chong ko la che ga yo bare samsang nga so ke ta o nga ko la chi ji gu jote thoma me pa ne sa ya ba chi rindo samre te ya dim bare nga so thoma me pa ne marai pa la tine danjin chi danjin le tine chadang le sa ne teni leg bakcha sound dev kare lam na te mazo ne ta ko antina nga so tata yo de barwa te tha thongsa jin tawa ina ngaran so ko la teren ko la chibji gu jot ta nang rang sa so an ro chi do teren ko la khon du ji gu jot da gong rang sa ta sa de wan ro chi ta pen teren ko la chi ji te teren ta nang rang sa ya ban ro chi ma so ni ya se ba da nyam da la nawa chik charwe nawa teletin ngaso lamsa zimba shimba je sno teletin da te shimba je wa da nyam de telar kare lar sen chwa lar da chwa and ti jis ngaso ti ke wang dos drone ta koran chwa te ke gang la yong ba ina gang tin yong ba ina ya ta ngaran su ti jis rang da ho yora rwaya ti jimse ke ta ngaso 다난 거 니세 받아냠도 더 코아나나 코야 글래가 저지 너 디저들 되는다 코아나 코르소 다만은 그 다다 니세 받아냠도 예단 걸 라데 딘다 봐 니세 받아냠도 예단 걸 라데 살람스 딘다 봐 고로와 니세 받아 양나 니세 받아냠도 장촉 샘 람스 딘다 봐 Yamana ni sebadanyanda mata palam stentaba. This gintin raw somebody ngaran su chu drunke chamala da gintin raw de yo de barindo. Tin gintin raw de suichi de yo de barisina gintin raw de soso rani gi de yo de barwa. Pena any nga ge ta te he ke yor de ngara na ngal tin gin de yo de barisha. Ngal tin gin yo de jimsin karisina nga dewan dong kin ta donga mando kin che kanza je rindo 대이나 다 니세바나냠도 갈은 긴숨도 띵긴숨보는데 긴숨과 등에 텀나 안담버리데 대숨과 맡는 긴지 초다지데 빼갈침보 다 니세바다냠도 땅아 드라이지 레가지 레고 삼사로 니세 가시 니세바나도 컨트롤사들 하다 간선 소소제 마가서 마데 셈 샤더라 소소 니세바다냠도니 야 단진지도 요러 다데 코알라가 손니 세바다냠도 코 드랭크 코안 코스 조트 테치기도 어때인데 당가란 속에 제 당아 텐다 힝킹라 텐다 냠니 용킹 당제 텐다게 시자 용티 용킹 제 마리데 양 맞소 박차로 진조 따라 전하나 발라트다지 쉬어 대더냠도 ngaran게 대사다 박찬은 좋은도 그러와 다다인데 리마도게다 각 히바난 인 라리 따야 레라보 모도와 간다 각마 라데바난 인 각라야 레테스 라보레 대이나 대 라리 따는데 레라보 요마레 다 레라보 문도 라는가 속에 야야나 되니 ngason koan 타미 라야테 딜람는 로도 야리마도게 오다 ben sanje ta yedam to soke kha mando ta chu pe koran chorana tukha mando se ne kyang tang marwa le jum de ke chorana tukha mando se kyang tang marwa ta so so ke le gewa sa yana tini kyang tang re ta kyang tang ma chi barwa le gewa te ken revte dewa me gewa ke revte tongai bande tini ngarang soke te semla yang che tambo train thoba deni de la lalin tar thoba che yong ya takar chembore shas
and so the cause for wandering in samsara is ignorance, and due to ignorance we have self-clinging, and due to fixating to this self, we then have feelings of attachment, aversion, hatred, desire, and based on this, then we wander in the circle of samsara. So we might wonder, has it been this cause of samsara that we have created? Is this something that has been the case from long ago, from the very beginning? And so, yes, it is something that has been the case from the very beginning. From the beginning of self-clinging, from this ignorance, this self-clinging then has been imprinted on us mentally. And therefore, we have the results of those karmic imprints. And so then we wonder, how do we get out of this situation? And so we look at the relationship between that which we see and how do we relate and react to it. We see something in our experience and we create a wanting, a fixating. And then we're misguided. And through our misguided and deluded thoughts, we follow after them. And we follow after all of these various thoughts and emotions. And this is, for example, when we go to sleep now and then we wake up. And once we wake up, we regard appearances as something to cling to. And that is the cause of samsara. And that's how samsara continues to go on and on and on. So now then, what should we do now? When you wake up, as soon as you wake up, bring to mind the Yidam deity. This is something actually that we need to do as part of our practice every day. And again, upon arising, remember the great altruistic intent of bodhicitta as soon as you awake. And this is something actually that we can work on and bring into our own personal practice. But who does this rely on actually? Does, changing this cause of samsara, who's responsible for this? Actually, it's not something that you should do because I'm up here saying it and I'm teaching about it, but it's because if you want happiness and you don't want suffering, then you understand the cause and result that are related to this. And so, because if you wake up, for example, and when you wake up first thing in the morning, the first thing that might be on your mind is, I need to get ready for work. It's also possible that sometimes you might wake up and feel, remembering some situation right away, have anger. And so, this self-clinging. So all of this is based on ego-clinging, fixating to the subject of self. And this subject of self, this very thing, when it gets down to it, is the cause of samsara. And so it's not that I have a great knowledge about this, these different things or qualities, but in understanding these teachings, that be it the teacher or those that are listening, we can all create new mental imprints. We can all create new karmic imprints. And this might be something that is easy to say and talk about, but actually it's much harder to do than it is to say. But this is the way that we are free from this circle of samsara. And it's not like the Yidam, deities and the divine beings and so forth are going to intervene on our part, or just saying, that's the way the karma goes. But actually, we are the ones that need to know that what is the result of our good and virtuous action. What are the results? And so it's actually the results, it is the karmic causes that we ourselves put into action that will then gain the desired result. And so as often as you can, and you're able, then when you wake and so forth, then remember the deity.
Tokpe wang je gewa jachi nam cho ni yermi namkuran yin to korson yon da sami jam so tar chan chup chen bong ho jai dap ta ngaran so ke chu de karersina chu kang rubai na yang cho ni po kanon na mandi pa yo mares cho tambo de la mikji sunang ku cho la cho ni ba de la mi mi hi ku cho la ta teni cho ni bo de na ni ngaran som de chu ma yo sa de ngaran chu ge wa de mikji sunang ku cho la jon ro ko yore ta mikji sunang ku cho de Garchen revesina Garchen re 참자영 가서 미키 소나 그 초데 Garchen 말에 드나다오지 손낭제다 대양 이제 그요 말에 페나 조반직 띵송공게 잡되마 나나 손요라 다라 아래 다 간다 데레다 나란 속에 동반이 라서 바탄제 또용 번에갑서 대 공직는데도 Tony Tona, Jumdeni the Dungs.
Tony
Tona, Jumdeni the Dung. Tinandun the Karesina Sosola, Tony Katawa Jula, Katse Chipaina Yang, the Gamzake, Gunzok, Jumde Tamchelaya, Chipte Chiatan, Tonante so, Cherendogori, Tandam Ramambo, the Cantar. 난도 데르와 가에스나 아초 미제 수나 그 초도서 가르침보 말에 미미 이히 초 가르침보리 라데 바이나 미미 이히 초 사당 하고야라 갈레카보 가레스나 미제 수나 그 당크메 바르와 데네 양마나 데 미미 이히 초사야라 고갑 토야라 갈레카보 tanda kandar chi parche ta nang parche mambo yongor yore te thamche seyak chi da michi sunang cho la ya de Garchen michi sunang cho de Garchen yimba de perna sanji chomdin de de nga cho tikwa chimbu lo la tini sanji chomdin de de Garchen tangmi son la cho sa bare son re Garchen tangmi son la 다 Garchen 장미 섬즈데 다가 베 두용 하장 그런 거라 콩 대답 초산에 가장 아서 그때 콩근 진상 손이 다 베제제죠 지히게 라인 같은 순다나 다 파체 갈래 가본 사람 뒤게 콩게 따라데 진상 손이 다 베제제죠 때 콩은 르고야 그 짐신 가르스나 콩게 맥지 소나 그초 삭발라티네 다 간달 콘라도서 그 다라도서 진상 손이다 베제제 용순라도 메지 소나 그 조사 발라테나 다 메지 소나 그 조사 발라테네 데네 다 미미 이히 그 조사야게 탑당 고갑당 참아 데네 토비용 거리 데인데 가서 데는 게 라고야 때 가렌스나 메지 소나 그 조라야 난총지야요 말이시 미미 이히가 초대 타르토바리 초 타르다 갈라그럼 초 사야가단 타르토바 퍼트 송한다고 데리데 된 러퍼시발라 미미 미치 소나가 초대 Garchen 버리 페르나랑 수티 되나 메토제 야노 티 메토데 코 메토데 짐친데 제네 야야 장장로 제네 심바 잠부터네 야르와티 메토데라 이나 메토데 텔라 야나 메토데 텔라 네 고요바이나 메토데 쳐도 이거도 쳐 메토데 쳐도미나 메토데 텔 네토고 말아봐 디나 인케 테네 가서게 미미 이히고 초사 버시발라 미키 소난 그 초데 가르침 버리 대인데다 미키 소난 그 초데라 양아 저그 남준 난총라오다 삼상 가서 검냐를 시위 난 다라베 되네양 미키 소난 그 초도 소시라 가르침마 말이 삼서 초 지 메시바 말에 된데
아니 디 공치키 룽디 디 돈다키 양케르티 서포스
가르세
디 공치키 룽디 디 낭동
네
아니
야 네 책데 로그면 단도도 라고요 책다 책 로에 바테크 깔레선 돈이 또 용나 따와 또 용도 되네 줌제 군족 내갑서 돈 담바 다텔라 저랑 돈 담바라 돈 담바 아니 돈이 또 온데 군족도 되네 줌제라 소바탐제 가르침 보인 리다 사나글 되네 대 연거리시 난돈 때
And now in the text. By the vast virtue empowered through realization, the two accumulations inseparable like the nature of space, perfectly pure the three spheres, the vast undefiled virtue like an ocean, with dedication I seal great enlightenment. And so when we talk about realizing emptiness, the recognition of emptiness, and it's said that when we have the direct realization of emptiness, then we gain a great regard for the karma, cause and effect. And so, as it was said in the Gong Chik, then there is both the time of the relative and the ultimate. And when we have a direct realization of emptiness, then we gain a great appreciation for the relative level of cause and effect. And so some may think that, so we have the two different kinds of accumulations as it speaks about in our text here. The two accumulations, and there are both the accumulation of merit with reference point and the accumulation of wisdom without reference point. And actually, it's very important that we gain the two accumulations. And there are some that might feel that the accumulation of merit without reference point is actually something more favorable, more superior. And maybe that the accumulation of merit with reference point is not so important, but actually that's not the truth. Because when it comes to realizing and going into the practices by where we gain the accumulation of wisdom without reference point, we need the accumulation of merit that we have gained through practicing with reference point, because the wisdom practices are very profound, and it's possible that we have both the outer and inner obstacles to those practices. So actually the accumulation of referential merit are very, very significant. We think about the Buddha Shakyamuni, and all of, the Buddha Shakyamuni, it said endeavored in the accumulation of merit for 3 incalculable aeons, and that is an incredibly long period of time, and based on the accumulation of merit with reference point, then gained the result of the 32 major and the 80 minor marks. And so here again, the marks and signs were a direct result of the merit, that is, the gathering of merit that is related to referential practice. And so actually it's based on our practice of the referential practices that will gain the accumulation of merit first, that will lead us in to the accumulation of wisdom. Because it's said without the accumulation of merit, then there is no accumulation of wisdom. So really this ultimate practice, which is the non-referential practice, is all rooted in the accumulation of merit with reference point. And so I can make an example. We had the Buddha who gained the resplendent marks and signs based on the cause of the accumulation of merit. And here I have the result of this beautiful flower here. This beautiful and fine flower is here. And it has a beautiful fruition. But this was that actually in order for me to be regarding the aspects of this beautiful flower, it was based on this flower first needing water and to grow and fertilizer and so forth. And so this water and fertilizer and so forth were like the accumulation of merit with reference point. And so it's really important, and a very important thing for us to take away here is that we should never disregard or denigrate, speak down about the accumulation of merit with reference point.
Dadan sunjen danje nyurda lana me bayan da bar zoba zanje rumbo je do bar jur je nyambar bar je dar jimba gundu zamba de ya de jen de da gunje jizo da loch gewan da danje rabdo ngo Tibre